it's Christine from Spotted Horse Design, and today I'm going to teach you how to make the falling leaves stitch. This stitch is so pretty. I am in love with this stitch, you guys. I just love the texture of this stitch and think it would work so well for cozy projects like blankets or scarves or even sweaters. The stitch is made using a 4-row repeat, and once you fall into a good rhythm, it actually goes pretty quickly. So go ahead and grab your hook and yarn and let's get started. To begin, you're going to chain any multiple of 4 plus 2. For my practice swatch, I am starting with 26 chains. So go ahead and pause this video, make your desired number of chains, and meet me back here to start row 1. So once you have your starting chain, it's time to begin row 1. So you're going to start by working into the second chain from the hook. And into that second chain, you are going to make 1 single crochet. Now working into the next chain, you will make 1 single crochet, and you will continue to make 1 single crochet in every chain all the way across until you get to the end. So go ahead and pause this video, work your single crochets into each chain, and then we will begin row 2 together. All right, so once you've completed your first row of single crochets, it's time to start row 2. So go ahead and chain 1 and turn your work. Now the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Now you're going to start by working 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. And now moving forward for the remainder of this row, you will continue to make 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way across. So go ahead and pause this video, make your single crochets all the way across, and then I'll meet you back here to do row 3. Hey, welcome back. Now it's time to begin row 3. So you're going to chain 3 and you're going to turn your work. Now the chain 3 on this row does count as a stitch, okay? So we are not going to be working into this first stitch. We will be working into the second stitch. So go ahead and make 1 double crochet in that second stitch. And now work 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Now once you've completed those 3 double crochets, it's now time to start working our first falling leaves stitch. So we are going to be working into this very first row of single crochet stitches we made, not this one. You're going to go all the way down to that very first single crochet row. Now, since we already have 4 stitches, right, because our chain 3 counts as a stitch, and then we've got the 3 other double crochets, our 5th stitch is right here. And I know it might be kind of hard to see, but you're going to insert your hook behind and out the other side of this single crochet, kind of like a front post double crochet stitch, if you're familiar with that. All right, so go ahead, we're going to start this stitch together. Go ahead and yarn over. Insert your hook just as I showed you behind and out the other side of that single crochet. Pull up a loop, and now you've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and insert your hook once again, just as you did the first time. And you're going to pull up a loop again. This is going to give you 5 loops on your hook now. So yarn over, pull through 4 of these loops. That's going to leave you with 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over one final time and pull through both loops on your hook, and now your first falling leaf stitch is made. Before we continue with our next stitch, I want to draw your attention to this unworked stitch in the back here. Okay, this is the stitch where we made our falling leaf stitch in front of it, okay? It looks unworked, and I guess technically it is, but in reality it's not unworked because we made this stitch in front of it. So that stitch is already spoken for, in a manner of speaking, okay? So we're going to skip over this stitch and work our next stitch in this stitch, okay? So you're going to go ahead and make 1 double crochet in that stitch. Again, you're skipping the unworked stitch behind your leaf stitch, and you're going to work into this next stitch. You're just going to make 1 double crochet. And now go ahead and make 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, now it's time to work another leaf stitch. So again, we are working in this single crochet row, the very first single crochet row that we worked. So you're going below 2 rows. All right. And you're going to find the single crochet that's next in line for us to work into. So go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook behind and out the other side, and pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same way again, and pull up another loop. And now you've got 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 4 loops, and that's going to leave you with 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over one last time and pull through both of the remaining loops on your hook. All right, so to work our next stitch, remember, we're going to skip over this one that's unworked, okay? Because technically we already worked the leaf stitch in front of it. So you're going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, or I'm sorry, 2 stitches. You're going to have 3 double crochets total after this. All right, so moving forward to finish this row, you're going to continue to alternate 3 double crochets, 1 leaf stitch, 3 double crochets, 1 leaf stitch, all the way across, and you're going to end with 4 double crochets in each of the last 4 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you to finish this row on your own. Go ahead and pause this video, and then I will meet you back here to start row 4. Okay, so once you've completed that row, this is what your work should look like. You can see all our leaf stitches popping out on the front there, and we do have 4 double crochets in each of the last 4 stitches. So go ahead and chain 1 and turn your work. Now the chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so you are going to work 1 single crochet directly into this first stitch. And this is a super simple row. You are just going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across. So go ahead and pause this video, make your single crochets, and meet me back here to start row 5. Once you've completed your single crochet row, it's now time to start row 5. So go ahead and chain 3, and you'll turn your work. Now for this row, the chain 3 does count as a stitch, so we are not going to work into the first stitch. Instead, we are going to make a double crochet in the second stitch here. So go ahead and do that. Make 1 double crochet in the second stitch. And now for this row, we are going to make our first leaf stitch on this third stitch here. So you're going to find that 3rd double crochet. Now remember, the chain 3 from the row below counts as a stitch. So you're going to count over, including that chain 3. Insert your hook behind and through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over again, insert your hook through the stitch and pull up another loop, and now you've got 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 4 of those loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. All right, so remember this unworked stitch in the back, we're going to skip it and work into the next one. So you're going to make 3 double crochets. You're going to make, well, I should say, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. All right, now we're going to work another leaf stitch. Now from here on out, it's going to be super easy to figure out where to insert your hook. Phew. Okay, so you've got this set of 3 double crochets in between these 2 leaf stitches, right? You are going to pick out the middle double crochet of that set of 3. All right, so yarn over, insert your hook behind and through, and then pull up a stitch, yarn over, insert your hook through the stitch again, and pull up another loop, yarn over, pull through 4 loops, And finally, you'll yarn over and pull through both loops. And that's how you're going to find from here on out, from now until the end of this practice swatch, whether you are making a little dishcloth or you're making an entire blanket, from here on out, that's how you're going to be able to spot where you're going to make your leaf stitch. Okay. So here I'm just making 3 double crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. So for the rest of this row, you're going to continue to alternate just like you did on the first leaf row, right? You're going to continue to alternate 3 double crochet stitches and 1 leaf stitch all the way across. The difference with this row is that you are starting and ending with 2 double crochets instead of 4 double crochets. Now, moving forward, you are going to continue to repeat rows 2 through 5, okay? And don't worry, I have those rows time stamped in the description of this video so you can easily go back and rewatch any row if you need a refresher on how to make that row. But no matter how big your project is, whether you're making a dishcloth, a scarf, or a blanket, you're just going to continue to repeat rows 2 through 5 over and over and over again until your project is the size that you want it to be. And that's it, you guys. That concludes this tutorial. I really hope that you found this helpful. I know there were some tricky spots, and I hope I was able to clearly communicate what you're supposed to do in those tricky spots. But please let me know in the comments what you thought of this tutorial and what you think you might make with this stitch. I'm thinking I want to make a nice, chunky, cozy sweater with this stitch. I think that would just look so pretty. But anyways, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!